there, I'm Julia.
And I'm Cassie.
We're going to be looking at some pretty strange creatures today.
This is an adult panther chameleon, one of 202 species in the family Chameleonidae.
This family is full of individuals with strange characteristics, such as their independently rotating eyes and long projectile tongues.
They also have zygodactylous feet and prehensile tails that allow them to skillfully maneuver their environment in strange, slow, and deliberate motions.
We all know that the most fascinating part of chameleons is their color-changing abilities.
Up until recently, a majority of the scientific community and most people believed that they changed their colors to match their background. But we all know now that this is a common misconception.
When a chameleon is calm, it is green and naturally blends in with its environment. The drastic changes we observe only occur in specific situations as a communication strategy. For example, males become excited in the presence of a female, so they display vibrant coloration as a type of courtship method.
The most vibrant colors can be seen when two males are within proximity of one another and are at peak intensities in the midst of combat.
Females show very intense coloration in the presence of a male if they're not interested in being courted or have already mated. But how do they do it?
Chameleons have different cells that contain different colored pigments within the dermal layer. Xanthophores with yellow pigments, erythrophores with red pigments, melanophores with dark melanin pigments, and iridophores which contain nanocrystals.
Many animals, including chameleons, are known to change skin brightness by dispersion of melanosomes, which is essentially causing the melanin to spread out along fingery extensions of dermal chromatophore cells and return to a lighter shade by condensing them once again. Chameleons utilize this strategy in order to become darker and present themselves as less of a threat when situations require, after the loss of a battle with another male, for instance. However, this is not the method used for rapid bright color displays, although it was originally assumed to be.
The true mechanism was brought to light through the combined efforts of physicists and biologists with experimental methods in optical modeling. In truth, there is actually no green pigment. Beneath the yellow pigment cells is a superficial thick layer of iridophores, also known as S-iridophores. Iridophores are pigment-containing, light-reflecting cells composed of tiny guanine nanocrystals aggregated in a lattice structure. Light diffracts off these nanocrystals, and due to the spacing between them, blue light constructively interferes and is strongly reflected. The other colors, however, are not. It is essentially a periodic nanoscale structure that acts as a strong reflector for just one color. The result seen is the green coloration produced by the yellow cells and the blue light being reflected from the superficial layer of iridophores.
Scientists have now found that it's actually these nanocrystals in the superficial layer which are changing. By altering the spacing between them, they can select what colors are being reflected. If the spacing increases, the colors change from blue to green to yellow, orange, and to red.
This is a comparison of skin samples from excited and relaxed chameleons that demonstrates this process. There is also a deeper layer of iridophore cells underneath called D-iridophores that have larger crystals that are more spaced out and disorganized in structure to reflect longer wavelengths in the infrared part of the spectrum. This is potentially to reflect heat from the sun since they live in bright, full sun habitats.
So chameleons don't change their color hue by spreading out red and yellow pigments. Rather, they do something much more incredible. They actively tune the spacing between these nanocrystals to create colors that span the entire visible spectrum. This complex structure of organized iridophores in two superimposed layers of cells allows them to be masters at camouflage while also being capable of incredible displays for efficient interspecies communication and potentially thermal protection from the hot habitats they reside in.
There we have it. Thanks for tuning in to find out the mechanism behind a chameleon's color change.